This is obviously another sad story. This is obviously a story that is going to worry so many people because I believe that we are still looking for ways that we can prevent the coronavirus in Ghana and beyond the world over. But I believe this story that I'm about to read to you will give you some shocks. I believe you are also following what is trending in town that Obour has lost his father. I'm talking about ex-musical president. His name is Bais Osei Kufo. He's lost his father, and when when the story came out, some people were saying that Obour lost his father out of coronavirus. He traveled, or he had a travel history, and out of that, he died at a rich hospital. In fact, the rumor started when Joy FM when Joy FM did a news item on that on their news this evening. That is just this evening on Friday, 27th March. Whilst we were still debating, whilst netizens were discussing whether this could be true or not, by Sosei Kufuor Obour has released a statement to this effect. By Sosei Kufuor Obour has released a statement to this effect, and it is the statement I want to read to you. So you and I, we can also confirm this. We will not follow the hearsays all over. We can also confirm this and say that, yeah, this is the story. So Obour has released this statement, and let me read it before we even start analyzing the statement and what it means to you and I, and the affected nurses at the Rich Hospital, and maybe whoever might have come into contact with the late father of Obour, and even Obour himself. How safe or secure is he? Because this is also very important. Now, the statement reads, hey, in case you don't know, my name is Sammy Flex. Maybe if this is your first time tuning into this channel here on YouTube, that is Sammy Flex TV. My name is Sammy Flex, and I'm going to do this with you briefly. Now, this is the statement. It says, with sadness and a heavy heart, I announce the death of Nana Osei Buansi Kufuor, my biological father. Nana returned from UK on 19th March after his yearly visit to the family. Upon his return, he was fine, but began coughing on Sunday 22nd. We arranged we arranged for his blood sample to be tested, and he tested positive for malaria. We began treatment for malaria, but his condition got worse. We arranged to bring him to Accra to be tested for COVID-19 at Rich Hospital on Wednesday. They informed us that his report will be ready on Friday, but we should keep him in quarantine, which we did. On Thursday night, he had extreme difficulty with breathing, so we called the ambulance service and informed them of his condition. We told them the patient has tested for COVID-19 and awaiting his results, so they should come along with appropriate apparel. The ambulance team took him to Rich Hospital around 11 p.m. on Thursday, March 26. We informed the health team at Rich of his condition, and also informed them he had earlier taken a test for COVID and awaiting results. Late this afternoon, the doctors informed us that he is likely to be a confirmed COVID case, and as such we should take steps to do a contact tracing and quarantine ourselves. Sadly, he passed on this evening. Under the circumstances, I understand nobody can come over to pay their respects and commiserate with our family, as we are all on a 14-day quarantine though, and I and my assistant, who had close contact with him, have both tested negative for COVID-19 as at today, 27th March. These are the true facts about my father's demise by Osei Kufuor Obour. Now, this is the story. Before Obour released this statement, so many people were talking about Obour not telling the truth. According to some one or two reports on social media, especially, people were saying, "Oh, Obour crowd one kind of cry now call hospital now nurses and doctors maybe say ni papa too quiet down the Obour anchor." But then I'm sure that story also came from Joy FM. The report that Joy FM gave earlier, if you read the story even on the website of Joy FM, the story says when the popular musician was asked whether his father had a travel history, he denied it several times before later he confirmed. So there are some contrast stories here where Joy FM reporters are saying They asked Obour whether his father had a travel history. Obour denied, and now Obour, in his press statement, has also said that yes, he informed the people that really and truly his father had travel history, and that he had even tested for the COVID-19, waiting for his results to be confirmed whether he was positive or negative. That is the story so far. Um, Social media has started, um, I don't know how to put it, but social media has started judging Obour. They started condemning Obour. I just checked before I came. Okay, let me confirm this. Before I started the story, Obour was trending at number 4 on Twitter. Oh, at the moment, Obour is at number 1 already, with 3,289 tweets as of the evening of Friday, 10:26 p.m. Obour was leading Twitter at number 1, and I believe it is not going to be any easy for him, especially now that he's also looking for a position as a member of parliament for Asante Achimagogo. I know this is going to be one of the points that his opponents are going to use against him. That is, if only we are going to vote this year, because Obour has said he has tested and that he is negative. That is what the press release says, that he's tested and it is negative. But I know people are going to use this against him. His opponents will use this as a political campaign against him. And if you have been following the Obour's bid to be the member of parliament for Asante Achimagogo, if you've been following reports on that lately, you would realize that my own man, Chris Waddle has been chasing him left, right, and center, talking about the fact that he thinks Obour is not competent to be a member of parliament. I know the industry is divided. Some are saying Obour is competent, others are also saying Obour is not competent. In other words, some support Chris Waddle on his call that people in Asante Achimagogo should not even vote for Obour. Others are also saying that no, Obour is competent. He has done enough for the music union, and therefore he stands the chance to be a better MP in the area than any other person. I'm sad for him. Let me be very honest. I'm sad for him. And again, these two conflicting reports as to whether Obour denied the nurses and the doctors information about the father's travel history or not, or better still, whether what his report is, his press release is saying that yes, they told the doctors and the nurses that the father had a travel history, he's tested for COVID-19, waiting for results, and they are yet to confirm whether it is negative or positive. It is still a dicey situation here. But then, because of how social media judges, before trial, I'm just feeling bad for my brother. I'm just feeling bad for him at this time. In fact, he doesn't need this energy at this time. He doesn't need the energy at this time at all. And he said that they are also observing quarantine. So even if you want to go and wish them well at this time, or if you want to go and say, guys, be strong, guys, we want you guys to accept our condolences, they are saying this is not the right time for that. After his 14-day quarantine, and the whole family, because this is a father of a house, so what it means is that if he was sick and he was kept in the house, almost everybody will get closer, because he's the father, he's the breadwinner. You cannot say my father is sick, this is room, I won't enter there. You surely enter there, sometimes hold you, daddy, are you okay, are you getting better, blah blah blah, boom boom boom. All these things are not be coming up. So guys, let's take it cool. He might have committed one or two errors, but he's human. Obour is not superhuman, he's human. As humans as we are, we can all commit some one or two errors. I'm sure we need to take this cool on him. He will be going through psychological trauma. He'll be going through so many issues, troubles here and there. And testing positive or whatever doesn't mean you are going to die. Already I've seen some one or two stories that, oh, those who came into contact with a man, they are going to die, or boy is going to die. No. That is not the case. If you test positive, it doesn't mean you are going to die. If someone tests positive and the person is going to die, then what it means is that UK Prime Minister is going to die, and some top ministers in UK, they are all going to die. I'm not sure that is the situation. We need to just sympathize with him. This is not a good time for him. especially in his bid. Even this today, I heard he was on radio somewhere at multimedia. He was supposed to also be on Neat FM with Ola Michael, but he couldn't go. And even I hear in the interview he said, "Oh, he's trying to practice social distancing." But I don't know why he went to the multimedia interview though. But then let's take our time. Let's take our time. The condemnation, and I'm sure at the right time we will know what is right. Meanwhile, tomorrow I'll also be addressing another issue. Kofi B's funeral. I hear they want to go ahead. The funeral date is tomorrow. I'll be telling you more about that tomorrow. But then, this is one breaking news I want to confirm to you. Thank you. My name is Sammy Flex. Share it to someone who doesn't know, who might not know this story, to also follow. Let's do this again some other time. Remember, it is still my isolation videos. I tell you all the time.